What's going on, Taurus? This is Cosmic Boogeyman coming in back at you with another tarot read. Keep in mind this read is for you. Cross watchers, don't flip this. Don't take this script and reverse it for yourselves. I know sometimes we do that. We take this storyline and we try to apply it to ourselves. I've been guilty of it myself. Let's be honest. But this stuff, as much as it's fun, and we call it for entertainment purposes and all that, we have to be honest. Sometimes this stuff it hits home. It gets really tense, and we get to feel it. So I mean, Taurus, like when I read as though like the collective. I read like you're a person. You're right across from me, and I watch you. Like I have a person right there. So tonight, what I'm going to do is a timeline read. If you weren't here for the last reading, what I do is I do a timeline read. So there's going to be what I have is cornerstones, and I came up with this with my guides, and it's been really helpful because the cornerstones help me kind of understand like your direction of what you're going to possibly do here. Then we have in the center here we have it's called a conduit. Think of it like a speed train or like the Acela trains. This is not like a linear thing. They can go up down anyway, but it helps me understand which direction you're probably heading. What's facing you. This is not your decision. This is what's being hit with you. Like, hey, you got that tax bill again. Like that kind of thing. And in your center line, this is how you feel. Like you woke up in the morning, you're like, damn it, I don't feel good again. That's your center line. This is how you feel. Or wow, I love being in love again. That's you. This is the stuff you do have control over. So what happens at that in our center, in our heart, we get in the heart of the read, you'll actually see a card sitting there and you'll be like, yeah, that is me. You'll resonate with a card. And that will probably be that center card that I hit with. So you'll see a 21 card read here right at the base of my read, and I'll start reading up and we'll get closer and closer to what's actually going on in your life. So I use a 2 card deck, and in here there'll be 1 card, it's black. And that black card was actually replaced a while back because let's see if I can pull it out here for you guys. It's this card here. It's a 2 of Cups. A while back, my 2 of Cups it broke. It actually cracked. You can actually see it here. And I took it as a sign and I replaced it with this is the same manufacturer. All 3 of these decks are from the same manufacturer, but I just pulled that card out because I wasn't really using that deck at all. So I put it in, slid it in here, and what I found is that deck, when that card popped out, I was being told, hey, it's like that's a long-term communication, or someone's not going to talk to you for a while, or something like that. And it really applied. I found it was very accurate. So for me, when I see that card pop up, you'll see it means a lot about communication. I have another 2 of Cups in there, and it tends to either confirm or mean, hey, it's just going to get a text today or a message. Okay, so let's get started here with your first cornerstone, and we have taking action. So Taurus, either you're going to take action or someone's looking to take action through the divine. This could be a king or a queen, could be a past husband, could be a past wife. Somebody's looking or thinking about you during this holiday season. And this is a 10 of Pentacles. So this is a past commitment, past lover, past partner that you're really missing. Somebody's like looking to take action, or maybe they're looking to take commitment with you finally. So Taurus, I'm looking to see what we're going to commit to here when we go through here with a 21 card base read. Maybe there was an ending in the past and we're looking to recommit. The Death card is not a bad card. I actually welcome the card. The Death card for me is another Knight card. It's the 5th Knight card. The Death card, if you look at it, wearing armor just like the other Knights, it's just wearing black armor. And it is actually rebirthing situations into a new life. So when you see the Death card, it could just be, hey, I'm getting back together with somebody I miss, something I'm changing. Because you can see the 2 towers in the back, and if you see the Moon card, we might see that come up here. You'll see the sun is actually starting to rise on these 2 towers that were never destroyed. And someone's looking to juggle something or juggle an opportunity because there's passion still there. So what we're having is we're starting to see the divine stepping up saying, hey, let's take some action on this king or queen. Let's move forward. Let's take some passion here. Let's let them know, hey, I'm still into you. whatever this is, it's still there. Maybe you're getting some signs, Taurus. Maybe there's something showing up. Maybe you're starting to see like numbers. You're starting to see something really show. You're starting to see synchronicities. You're starting to see something like maybe lyrics are starting to really talk to you, and you're starting to really figure out that this person that you walked away from is important to you. This person could be older than you, younger than you, but there's definitely some kind of age difference, and it's almost like they're on the wrong side of the age at this point, and you're trying to figure out where they're gonna go. With them, they see the situation the same way you do. Here's the other death card that I have in my read, and it's coming out very early. So for them, they find the same situation the way you do. They're in the same boat. They want to do whatever it is that you want. So we have our center line based with this juggling. They are in the same situation. If we split the center line, we look this way, they have passion towards you, and you have the opportunity to take action. For them, they don't think there's an opportunity to get back together with you, or they're looking maybe to move on because of whatever happened. They have regret, unfortunately, or you have regret. Maybe they feel like this is the opportunity to move on because there is no chance because of a star or somebody's in your life or their life, and they don't have that chance to kind of rectify it. So on both sides of the situation, there's strength, being strong. What's the chance of getting together? So you both put on a brave face and move that situation. And here's our Tower card. The Tower card showing up saying, hey, what do we have for this situation? And there's both of you going through the motions, regretting what happened. More so maybe on your end than on their end, but you're going through the motions because whatever you have is not what they want. In our conduit, we look like we're not quite exploring the situation, but you are more interested in finding out what could happen. They're regretful. You're not looking to explore anything because you're afraid of what could happen. The tower moment is looming. Whatever that would mean, it's there. It's looming over this family situation and taking action, and death is creeping. You have death and the tower. So that's very important to take note. But you are very, very strong, starting back as soon as, wow, August. So we just had this also for Pisces, ironically. So at the heart of your read, like I was just talking about, strength card. So you're being strong, and as soon as August, something could have happened. Infinity is here, rearing its ugly head. Going further with the center line, either you or them, the Hangman. Passion, the wand is there, and this could be them with their wand waiting. But something's changed or going to happen going forward, them or you moving on to something bigger and better. And we're looking for something to change in the life. But I would say that there is an opportunity for them or you to move on to bigger or better or manifest something. There's a manifestation happening more on their end, but they're looking to change their life. Either you, I would say actually this would probably be on their or your end, but I'm going to go with this possibility of manifestation, an earth sign or a this has to be an earth sign or yeah, it would have to be probably an earth sign with so much earth showing up here. The King of Pentacles is coming up, and what we're having here is we're showing that this person probably has a home. They have the availability of carrying some kind of chance to grow their situation, but what they don't show is how protected they really are. Could be protecting their heart, protecting the situation. This could be you, could be them, but they are happy. And I would say that this person shows something that would change the outlook of the future because they ride with the Death Knight. Either they sent the Death Knight out, changed the outcome of the life of the situation, because the Knight also is familiar with the Emperor on this side of things, and you'll see here in a moment. But if this King is familiar with the Death Knight here, and this Emperor is, whoever this person is may have something to do with the situation. Um, Typically, the Six of Wands would show us that this person or they are the one, or they thought they were the one, or there's passion there for being the one. But I'm going to go with there's someone working on something. So in your cornerstone, we have the Seven of Pentacles. There's a lot of money being made or money to be made in the near future. So there's a lot of frugality, but there's someone looking to make money, and they're looking to just make money and store a little bit aside. This person could be you, could be them. But what we have here in your read is at the center, we have strength. You being very strong. You get strength from a place that comes back to past lives, actually. You aren't afraid of death. You're not afraid of moving on to bigger and better. And you're not afraid to make some money, and you're not afraid to take action. What it is you're afraid of is love. You're afraid of offering love. You're afraid of communication. And you're afraid of being called out. Um, and being left behind is one question I would say. Um, this is also very interesting. So, Taurus, what I'm also seeing here is there is a possibility of someone making you a long term offer. It's a dark knight, a dark horse candidate. And this candidate, it could be from the past life, could be a past life person. But one person, or you have three knights that are prominently displayed here on your read here, Taurus. But what I'm not seeing is the one who broke your heart, which is interesting. And you are looking to communicate with someone who is from the past. So you have this tower moment in the back here, Taurus, and you're looking to potentially deal with the one and from the past. You have all these other opportunities or people, but this one person is still on your mind. The hanged man is in your center line, and you feel like you're juggling. You're not quite moved on, you're strong, but there's a happiness. Hmm. Before you accept an offer, what are you doing? Breadcrumbing. And this is the permanent or the communication. I feel like this might be that king. I'm wondering if this king or queen that you had talked to is a manifesting king or queen. They are someone, maybe you went from a two of cups to a three of cups with this person, and you would like to end the heartbreak. There is a problem with this because this is centered around the tower moment and heartbreak and breadcrumbing. There's definitely a problem here. I'd love to see what's going to come out of the situation, but when it's when we're in a situation, or I like to call it a vortex like this, that does not look like a good situation. And it's also prominently bringing in a lot of heartache and pain. However, you're so strong, you do not get sleepless nights over the situation. Uh, but you don't like not being able to bring the two to a three of cups, which tells me there's a third person that you don't feel good about. It almost makes you feel like a bitch, something like a mean, and that's where this manifestation comes in, where you're trying to manifest moving on to bigger and better. Somehow you're looking to kind of move past the situation, to grow it. That's where the center line comes in. If you had asked me if I was someone to kind of question you, Taurus, I would say you're looking to find a back end way around the situation in here, looking to find how do you explore without looking like you're exploring, because there's a star hidden in here and you're looking to find a good way to find it. You're looking to win at all costs. You're looking to have your cake and eat it too. I know it sounds very rude and mean, but I'm looking, you're also you're also a Taurus and you really don't care and you'll win. And when you win at all costs because that's your pinnacle. When you move on to bigger and better, it's because you are the one. Let's pull some more. There it is. You're at indecision at this bigger and better because you also know that this could lead to your emperor. Whatever is this? Um, wow. Taurus, am I ever so confused? There it is. Because you want this King of Pentacles back, or I'm going to say this King or Queen of Pentacles back, but I would have to really question you if this is not a King of Pentacles. You almost want to undo this moving on situation that you have caused. Um, hmm. There is moving on, but there's an offer of love that you have or had, or they have or had. But I'm going to go with this divine connection is trying to be rectified somehow. You're reaching out trying to fix this connection while there's some kind of waiting period. You're looking to, or they're looking to send some kind of message. Maybe they're thinking about you, you're thinking about them, and you're getting messages. I'm a big believer if you think about someone a lot, they'll and they're thinking about you, you'll actually start to pick up that energy. You'll start to hear their thoughts, and they'll hear your thoughts, and you'll start to actually realize what they're thinking. And on top of that, you'll hear music, songs, messages through music, and you'll start to pick up those energetic exchanges. There's the Lover's card. So what you're going to start to get is you're going to start to get that permanent communication, as you see here. So what you'll start to get is you'll start to get not the heartbreak, you'll start to get the love connection through the fifth dimension. You'll start to connect with those people, and you'll universally start to build that connection. What we are so used to is connecting to the love in the third dimension. If you can't physically connect, you can't physically have. And that's where the happiness comes in. It's the yo-yo effect, I guess. What feels better, the up or the down? So Taurus, I think for you, it's you have to come to that decision. What do you want? Do you want them here, or do you want them there? In the fifth dimension, you want them here physically, because in the next life you'll have them again. It will happen. Do you want to plant your pentacle here in the fifth dimension, or do you want to end it and wait till the next life? You can reach out for them energetically, but you'll get them. And you'll get them, and you'll just keep thinking about them constantly. But when you do that, it's just going to cause a chain of events to happen over and over. And that's what happens is you'll kind of cause this chain to happen. You'll feel lucky, they're the one, you'll think deeper and deeper and deeper, and then this passion will happen, and then you'll have like past life dreams that will cause these really intense feelings. But what do you want to do with that? That's where your heartbreak comes in, because then you can't have them here. Because then if you don't take action, again, don't take action, what happens? Then you're stuck. You need to take action if you want them to exist in this 3D. So Taurus, if you don't move, nothing happens. Do you understand? So you're going to be stuck with a lot of heartbreak. And if you start to see my read here, your timeline read is starting to be very prominent with a lot of heartbreak. Either you're a heartbreaker or they're a heartbreaker. So what I'm starting to see here is you see the Lover's card is in reverse, but you see the heartbreak cards are upright. There's a male waiting for you. There's an emperor upside down waiting for you. Death. Death is waiting with him. There's a love offer coming in for him. So there's definitely some choices here that you could make if you choose to make them, but what you're not choosing to do is take action. You're choosing to take action on heartbreak again. You're choosing to take as you did in the past. And if we dig down in this, we can see what happens. The Tower moment. That's what ends up happening. You take heartbreak over the Tower moment. What if you never had heartbreak? What would have happened, So this King of Wands was probably your lover. This king was probably your other better half. So I think you feel as though you can't connect to these people, even though you have a connection to them online or you see them online. And that's what happens is even though you kind of have a connection with the heart, mind, and soul, and there's a gray area of how you're connecting to them, these people, this King of Wands or this other person, this Queen of Wands that you feel like you're connecting to online, this person that you might be kind of, let's be honest, checking them out online to see how they're doing, they're still interested in you just as much as you're interested in them, but they're going to slowly slip away for commitment because of this lack of commitment. this hanged man, this waiting and doing nothing, is going to lead to nothing if you don't take action because of the pain that's being caused by basically standing by and doing nothing. The pages are messengers. If you do nothing with your messages, your past lives are just going to sit there and wait and wait and wait, and you're going to move on, and they'll move on. And your past lives, what you see here, what you see here with your sorry, Taurus, what you see here with your pyramids that were prominently starting to show up is this is going to tell us that, hey, nothing's going to happen if you don't take action on this. You can desire all you want, but if you don't do something, nothing happens. And I'm seeing that there's pentacles. You're definitely finding yourself money. That's happening. You're going to find money that's going to show up, but you're not going to manifest. You're going to be more in the result of, hey, if I want to manifest, I'm going to be more upset or mad, or I'll win at all costs. Taking action is more like a game, you know. I'll make someone unhappy doing this. So your choice is only a couple things. One, be heartbroken, but be heartbroken for what reason? Why do you want to be heartbroken? Because do you feel it's justice to be heartbroken or to look deep in yourself? That is a possibility. I don't know if that's what you want or what they need, but you are a deliverer of life lessons. And I don't know if that's what's necessary for everybody, but I feel like you're trying to find your way back to happiness. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pull one card just for the overall read here, Taurus. I'm just curious to see what you get. And what you're going to get is you have sometimes unrealistic or stifled goals, um, but you might be a procrastinator. And that's unfortunate, but that might be what we're getting. And you're a fire sign or you're dealing with an Aries. But the Two of Wands um, in reverse is telling us, let's see here, that you really need to believe in, saying here, you're believing your personal power. And I think that you sometimes might doubt yourself a little bit, but I'm going to go with whatever you do when you shut down, you have a deep belief and how powerful you can be. You can connect to something beyond like here. Um, and when people doubt you, you double down. That's kind of what I'm seeing. And that's why people say, like you might have unrealistic goals, but you are very intelligent with how you act. But when you take action, that's when you can really start to make your money. You can move on to bigger and better. And when you do that, it sometimes can actually scare or spook some people. So I wouldn't worry too much. Taurus, is what I would tell you is you have to really focus on taking the action that makes sense to you and finding your way towards your future, because your future is pretty relevant to whatever's going to make you happy, because you are the star. You're the one who's going to matter most. So Taurus, you be safe, okay? And remember to like and subscribe.